Hello, world. Welcome back to the Forbidden Lands, the Hanging Stones. This is our 30th anniversary.
Woo!
This is episode 30 of our campaign. Um, I'd like to say that it is wrapping up, but it's ramping up. I would not like to say that it's wrapping up. Uh, but by 30,
Good.
we're just about to get a stronghold, so let's keep rocking it. Woo! Sup, Elric? Welcome to the party. We've had several weeks off here, and Adam will not be joining us tonight. Ralgar is going to go on another personal quest in the Dankwood, and the rest of the party will be forging ahead. So, without further ado, when last we left our heroes, we are exiting Stonegarden. There's been a lot of discussion about where to go and what to do next because we just finished a big quest into the underground beneath the mountain of Stonegarden, where we have chosen to renew the prison of an ancient dragon that was shaking the mountain. And after returning to the surface, the party were celebrated as heroes, rewarded handsomely, promised by the dwarven stone singers that they would raise up a stronghold in their honor in any place of their choosing. And then we returned to the dwarven marketplace where Velas had a super chill chit chat with our old friend Marigal, who she wanted to talk to, and then he conveniently turned up. But that is also because he was actually going to turn up before she said that she wanted to talk
The
to him.
mystery of DM hand waving.
It was not DM hand waving, even though it probably looked like it, because he was straight up stalking them, and he was gonna pop up dramatically when they tried to leave town, and then just before that, Velas was like, "Where's Marigal?" So he got to be all, "You rang." So she chatted with Marigal. We had a very emotional episode with Lynn in the Dwarven Inn, and she is currently not talking to Velas because she's very upset with her. And yeah, we're about to hit the road. So when we left off, the party really didn't know what they wanted to do, and so we decided to let the players discuss a bit between sessions. So there's been a lot of talk about what to do next, where to go next, and they have made some decisions. So I'm going to leave the ball in their court. This is one of those semi-impossible to prep sessions because there are so many ways that they can go, even though I have a general idea of what they're planning to do. But we're going to jump in and let Forbidden Lands be Forbidden Lands and see what happens. So, without further ado, take it away, party.
So, you're really gonna go then, Regello, with the dwarves?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna travel with the Stone Singers back to their home city. I forget the name.
Belderan.
Belderan, I think is what it was. It just came to my head.
Good memory. Good memory.
Thank you. I think I'm gonna travel back with them to Belderan. There's been a lot going on. I need a break. I need to just not get into a sudden deathy threatening fight.
Yeah, no, it makes sense. But I mean, you're gonna scout out a good spot for like a stronghold, right? And you'll be there. You're not just gonna like dip like in.
Oh no, I'm just a small sabbatical. I'm not abandoning you guys. You can find me at Belderan for sure. I'll discuss with the dwarves, but from my understanding, we can kind of just pick wherever we want. I don't think there's any limitations, but I mean, if you guys are, while you're traveling, see a good spot, pick it out. I'll be traveling with them. If I see something on the way down to Belderan, I'll let you know too.
Appreciate it, buddy. I'm
Yeah.
gonna miss you though.
Um, I'm not sure where Ralgar is right now, but
I actually bumped into him this morning, last night. I don't know what we count with 3 a.m. He was on his way out, said it would be real fast and he would catch up with us because he's very familiar with my scent. And I'm not sure how comfortable I am with that but at least it's my scent and not yours, you know, and he'll
I
find us.
I mean, I at least give him locations where I'm going to be. So maybe he's got your scent because you're known for hiding. Um,
That's fair.
Either
That's fair.
way, whatever you do not talk to Lynn. Grunrock, you do all the talking. Any conversations, like whatever, it goes through you. If not through her, if not through you, through Dahlia. And if Dahlia can't do it, Sir Archibald, like literally,
Right.
Veloz is at the bottom of the
I
list.
get it. I get it.
Okay,
Almost there.
just
Kind of surprised you're trusting me with that one, but I'll do my best not to make it go.
well, I feel like, and no offense, Veloz and Raugar, if you haven't left yet, um, the girl doesn't like you two, I think, the most.
Yeah.
So that kind of leaves it to you, Grunrock. And I know it doesn't need to be said, but you know, she is a time bomb. I would not, you know, press that activation button. Beyond that, I have to defer to you guys. I mean, I just can talk with her. I can't do anything else.
Well, we'll do what we can. Maybe it would be best for us to go to Lingmel first. Horses. I know that we're in the forest right now, but eventually we'll get in the plains, right? And east and south. And then we'll find Hexenwald.
Go see the witches of Hexenwald.
Yeah. Maybe we won't be too late.
Hopefully.
We should be able to get back pretty easy as long as we avoid the bone trench.
Yeah, probably.
I don't know,
Ideal.
there's something about that name, that like bone tree.
I mean, it sounds pretty inviting, but again, I won't be with you guys, so by all means, live your most reckless lives while I'm not there.
You not there, Raugar not there, Time Bomb. I think that we're gonna live our most straightforward lives until, you know,
The band's
I
back
don't know.
together.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay.
I'm
All
gonna
right.
do two brief asides with Vergello before we proceed with the session. So first, Dahlia will approach you on the ramparts outside of Stonegarden, overlooking Dankwood. She's going to walk up to you and, without saying anything, give you a giant hug and a kiss on the cheek. And she will look you in the eyes. You realize that she has tears slightly welling up in her eyes. She says, knowing this world to be as dangerous as it is, you just never know the last time you're going to see somebody. I hope you find your music, Vergello. And then she just turns and walks away.
No, thanks, Dahlia.
Then your
She's like
dwarven...
alcohol.
Oh, yeah. And then your...
Okay.
Maybe it's the dwarven booze talking. But I think you're great.
That's what you said is what she thought she said. Everything else was just like, I'm gonna miss you, buddy.
Then as you're watching her walk back into Stonegarden to prepare to leave, you're tapped on the back of the shoulder by Burwild, the stone singer. You ready?
As I'll ever be.
I want to show you something. Come here. And he takes you back away from the precipice and sets a satchel down on a stone bench right next to that giant staircase leading up into the city. And he says, have a look at this. And he reaches down into the satchel and he pulls out a huge fist-sized pale pink gemstone, like a big crystal. Except unlike any crystal you've seen, it has like angles and facets, but it also seems to have like a twisted spiral form to it. And he says, do you know what this is?
A beautiful piece of artwork.
This is your future home. This is a stone seed. Very rare, very powerful magic. They grow once, maybe once a decade in the royal gardens, in the highest precipices inside of Stonegarden. And for the past 2 days since your return to the surface, the stone singers have been chanting around it, willing their magic into it. And when we're ready to build up your fortress, we're gonna bury it, and we're gonna sing to it, and it will become your home. And he hands it to you.
Oh,
I hear you've got a fine set of pipes.
I've been known to carry a tune.
While you don't have the magic of dwarven stone song, you can sing to it when you're bored, when you're lonely, at night, and you can will a bit of yourself into it. And then what results might just reflect you a little bit more at the other end.
I'll be sure to do so then.
It all gets locked into its resonance. So, when we find the place for that, we put it in the ground, we sprinkle it with a bit of fairy dust. Poof! Fortress.
It's that easy. No wonder everyone else doesn't have a fortress.
I'm kidding about the fairy dust. He's
Thank
looking at you
goodness
like
I
he's
wouldn't
trying
know
to
where
figure
find a
it out. Oh, you're not one?
fairy. Only half.
You all look the same to me. All right. Let's get on the road then.
Let's cruise.
All right. A caravan of dwarves is going to head south for Belderan, and for Gello will be departing. I'm going to turn off your character label, and Bill's going to be a spectator for a little bit.
Bye, you guys.
He's
I'm gonna
playing
mute
nobody.
myself.
I forget though.
In the meanwhile, the rest of the party is forming up to get ready to go. Lynn has been sulking in her inn room. And Dahlia has been waiting to bring her out once the party is ready to depart. So Dahlia is going to ask Velas, where are we going?
We're going to Ling Mill. We're going to get the horses. We're going to move from Ling Mill, probably the most familiar territory, get to the plains as quickly as we can, and east and south.
All right, then. So, are you going to be going through unfamiliar territory or familiar territory?
That's a great question, Hank. From standing off in Stonegarden and like looking in this direction, is there like a breaking point where we feel like we could cross like in here at all?
That's a good question. You can't tell by looking, but the dwarves that overlook this forest might know, because the guards are familiar with the geography and they're watching at all times in all directions. You can ask a dwarven guard and they will tell you that there is a crossing southeast of here. If you go southeast of Hex, then on the far side of that Hex, there's a river crossing that is a broad natural ford. The guards up here are tasked with keeping an eye on it because it's one of the defensible choke points should there be like an army invading or something.
Yeah, you never know when those dastardly elves are gonna come. Mistwall is right there.
You're absolutely right about that.
Damn people. Do you know where Belderan is? Also, I just let my friend go in that direction, and I have no clue where it is or how to find it later.
Yeah. So he says, well, the simple answer is that Belderan is far beneath the ground, and all are forbidden to go there except for dwarven kind. However, the entrance, most commonly used, is to the southeast. He points in a direction, and the direction he's pointing is if you were to go south by southeast, beyond the Great Lake Varda, that you saw the shores of, and continue across the vast plains beyond, there is a mountain range out there, and that is where the entrance to Beldurand is.
The other side of Amber's Peak.
Amber's Peak is way to the southeast. This is more south and a little bit east.
Got it. I got turned around on where Lake Varda was.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's Lake Varda. So if you were to continue on past Lake Varda and go southeast across the Great Plains, he points at some very distant mountain peaks just poking up over there, and he says that those mountain peaks run up against the edge of a great mystical forest known as the Shroud, and that the entrance to Belduran, which is a huge underground domain that is most commonly used, lies in that mountain range on the edge of the Shroud.
Man, that probably would have been good intel for Vergello. He's not looking for a fight, and there are definitely orcs there. I'm just gonna give it, I can't hold on to this sort of thing. Fantastic. You have been so helpful, good sir. I will pass your name along to all that I come in contact with. Thank you so much for your kindness. I'm going to start walking that way now.
My name?
Philip, I got it.
No. It's Torazad.
Tortoise?
Tortoise of Clan Philip, we got it.
No.
Anyway,
Torazad. Torazad. Elves. Why do I bother talking to elves?
Man, I feel like I'm getting better at this, Runrock. The talking to people thing. I know Vergello's not been gone long, but I feel like I'm getting the hang of it, right?
There's
you
just
it perfectly. I mean, look at him. He's blushing. He's so excited.
He's stomping his feet, and there's just a stream of dwarven obscenities behind you as you're walking away.
He's like dancing and praising us in his native tongue.
I told you could handle this. High five.
All right. I'm going to go make sure Sir Archibald is ready, and if you'll get Dahlia and Lynn, we'll get on the way.
All right, let's do it.
I got it. Hey, Dahlia!
Dahlia is escorting Lynn, and she is not smiling. She is guiding her out of the town, and she's put a heavy hooded cloak on Lynn to try to cover up her form. And the fact that Lynn is now walking a little bit hunkered over, her eyes have taken on a faint reddish hue, and she's wearing a heavy cloak to cover up the bumps on her back where wings are starting to sprout out.
Okay, so here's the game plan. And it's not much of one, but we are gonna go to Hexenwald, and we're gonna petition some witches to try and help out with this.
And I'll kind of point it gesturally towards Lynn.
You're talking to Dahlia?
Yeah.
Okay, she's nodding.
I'm not keeping any secrets from the kid. We're gonna go see witches. We're gonna try to strike a deal. We can tell her what we want to tell her, but that's the core of it.
If it's worth noting, we're going to Lingmel first.
We gotta stop by and get the horses, or at least we're planning on it, because it might make the trip easier. Current game plan is to put her, you, Lynn, on the back of the donkey, and let you face Vaunt. I know you said that the voices are a little more tolerable when you're looking that way. That way we can travel, but you can keep looking where you need to. The goal here is to go as fast as possible. I don't like it either, but it's the best we've got.
She's just gonna nod quietly and climb on board. As you're walking, Dahlia is gonna be like, "You're sure these witches can help her?"
No. And I'm not quite sure all of us will leave in one piece. But the other option is Marigal or let her go. And I'm not quite sure we're ready to do either one of the other two yet.
All right then, let's go get our horses. And the party departs. All right.
Goodbye, Tortoise of Philip Clan.
All right, so we are setting off to the southeast, I suppose. Let's go to the exploration tab, pick our roles here, and I'm gonna do some token rearranging here.
Raise your hand if you ever thought that Grunrock would be leading the way.
Are you? What is your survival?
Hank's audio working?
A
Or is he checking?
whopping 3. I was misclicking trying to get back to the video ninja.
I am also 3, so I guess you lead the way, and I will keep watch. What's your scouting?
3 as well. I'm pretty sure you're better than me on that.
Yes, I got a 5.
Okay. Journeys. Every time you move on the map, you must appoint one person to lead the way. This individual is the Pathfinder. The Pathfinder can lead the way and hike at the same time, but they cannot also keep watch. Usually the same person will act as Pathfinder for an entire quarter day. We'll assume you're leaving in the morning. I won't make you roll for food or drink this morning because the dwarves have been feeding you for free. You'll
Dahlia's
start
food
making
was
those
her
rolls
drink.
tomorrow. Of course. She had a hearty breakfast of 77 dwarven beers. Nah, she's up today. She's ready to hit the road, and she's worried about the kid. Party time has passed, even for Dahlia.
How bleak of a time we're in. Poor Dahlia.
She's having a great time. What are you talking about? Everything is wonderful.
I have
All
expected her
right.
to go to Stone Singers as well, but fair enough.
Every
You
time
need
you enter a
somebody
new
who's
hex on the
immediate.
map, the Pathfinder makes a survival roll modified by the Pathfinder talent, if they have it. Success means you find a viable path into the hex. Failure means you still enter the hex, but you suffer a mishap and must immediately roll on the table on the next page. Let's get a lead the way roll. Ralgar? Nope, Grunralk.
Starting about normal.
Par for the course for this group. All right, hang on.
You gotta start eating better dirt.
It's all rocks around here. I can't eat gravel.
Why?
My teeth are sharp, not blunt.
Excuses.
You should be chewing the rocks.
If I thought it would help. Oh no, something is happening.
Something is happening.
Nah, everything's fine.
You have come upon a patch of thick mud and sinkholes. You are getting stuck and slowed down, and as you try to backtrack, your struggling seems to be pulling you down. Everybody needs to make a might roll to try to escape. If you fail, you suffer a point of damage to agility and must roll again. Once someone has succeeded, they can attempt to help others get out of the area, and this is going to slow your progress and basically waste your morning.
But we still enter the hex, right? Because we didn't
No.
technically fail. I thought as long as we didn't fail, we enter the hex, but there's no mishap.
You did fail. On the lead the way roll?
Oh, right. Anything not a success is failure. This isn't Blades.
Yeah. All right, so everybody make a might roll. See if you can pull out of the sinkholes and dankwood mud pits.
Can I wait until Grunrock gets out and then have him help me?
No, everybody has to roll one round together.
Fuck your help, I got it on my own! Who's gonna get the donkey out?
Her name
We
is
both
Dahlia.
are.
Dahlia and Lynn both succeeded as well. Nobody took damage or got stuck.
What about Archibald?
I think with all 4 members of the party getting it, we're not going to worry about the mount. Yeah. So nobody's going to get hurt or particularly exhausted. It's just difficult terrain that's going to be difficult to bypass, and so you're going to need to spend the morning getting around it and then make another shot at making progress in the next quarter day. So we'll go on to daytime, and you want to make another roll?
You got it, boss. Kind of have to.
There we go. That's a success. We progress. Let's pull up the map. New hex. That sounds like experience to me. All right, let me get this revealed on here. There we go. The party advances into this next
I don't
hex.
see a way to cross this. Where's the bridge?
You're looking for it. You're looking for it. You've entered a new hex, so I have to make an encounter roll to see if anything happens. Yes, there's an encounter. Please hold. We'll find out what's going on. We are in regular forest, not dark forest, because you're on the fringes of the forest, so we're rolling on that table. All right.
Enhance darkness.
Yeah, I have dark vision.
All right. Perfect. All right. You are traveling along, and you see blood smeared across the ground. One of you stumbles on it. Whoever is keeping watch. Who's keeping watch? Velas. You see just a long trail of blood smeared across the ground, and you can vaguely make out that there appears to be a body lying face down in some bushes up ahead, with a trail of blood leading backwards from it in just a broad swath, and bloody footprints going far back in the opposite direction into the forest. You just see the dark form of a cloaked figure laying face down in a huge bush.
Are the footsteps in the direction we're headed?
The footsteps are a little ways off of the path.
Cool. Well, that's great. I'll just be sure to keep my eyes out. I'm going to approach warily.
Okay. There's somewhat of a foul smell. As you get closer, you realize that this figure is wearing a tattered black heavy cloak, and you see a green muscular forearm and hand reached out, and lying in the mud. There appears to be an orc face down in this shrub in a pool of blood.
Phenomenal. Does he have any pockets?
You could check. You want to go
I'm gonna,
investigate the body?
Yeah, I'm gonna be slow at first to see if he moves. I'm thinking probably not. Orcs aren't really the trick you and attack type. But I'm gonna kind of be a little wary. I'm gonna search his pocket.
Okay. Somebody in the chat mentioned that our third player doesn't have a name or character class, and that is because he is temporarily not playing that character. He's off screen for the moment. He's going to be joining momentarily. Okay. Sorry. So, say that again one more time. You're checking him out?
I'm searching his pocket.
All right, you're searching his
pocket.
pocket.
Mindful that he could jump up and attack me, but I'm not.
All right. He has 4 copper pieces and a collection of teeth in his pocket. He has a huge jagged sword, and he appears to be wearing similar garb to the orcs that you fought in that dungeon beneath Stonegarden recently. He's dressed in a similar way. You also see on examining him that he appears to be mauled very badly, as though by perhaps a large animal of some kind.
Large animal with their footsteps? Not like int steps, like legit footsteps.
It looks like he was mauled by a large animal and then stumbled a long way and then fell down in this bush.
Oh, the bloody footsteps are his. They're not someone else's on a different path.
His boots are stained with blood.
Phenomenal. I'm going to grab that copper. I am going to walk over to the group and be like, he's dead. Looks like he was mauled by an animal, maybe. I'm going to keep an eye out. Dahlia, you can keep an eye out too if you want. We just need to keep going, probably get some space. No need for anyone else to go up there. He stinks. Okay, so let's just go.
Got it.
Lead
so you
the
continue
way,
on your way?
Not
All right. As you travel further up ahead, you come upon... you're going to notice something. There appears to be a clearing somewhere off to your left, about 50 feet off of the path. You don't see or hear anyone in the clearing, but you do notice that way up in the trees, about 20 feet off of the ground, there appears to be a rickety cage hanging from the trees, with a humanoid squatting inside of it, just faintly swaying way up in the trees, about 20 feet off the ground. You can just make out the hunkered figure of some person with their legs dangling down out of this cage that is swinging from high up in the tree branches over a clearing. You don't see anyone on the ground. You don't hear anyone else around.
All right, Grunrock. Important decision time. I can scale an opposite tree and try and talk to this guy, see what's going on, maybe get him down and let him go. That maybe feels like the right thing to do, but also I'm aware that we got a time clock. We can keep going, or we can try and figure this out. What do you want to do? Dahlia? Grunrock?
I'm going to glance back at Lynn. I'm assuming she's staring off into space.
Sorry. I was handling a private message. You said what to Dahlia?
She was asking what Dahlia wanted to do, and I glanced back towards Lynn to see kind of how she is conditionally.
She's pretty borderline catatonic. She is riding on this animal, and she seems quiet, morose, and like she doesn't want to have a conversation with anyone right now.
I think if we're gonna do it, we might as well. Is there a rope connecting to it, or?
It's a ways off. It's a decision to approach if you...
Do you want to approach or do you want to keep going?
Let's go look.
I'm going to stealth forward to the edge of the clearing.
Let's get a stealth check opposed by a scouting roll.
I'm going to push that.
All right. Actually, all right, fine. It didn't matter.
Sorry.
All right. No, it's fine. I said one thing and then it didn't end up mattering. So, okay, you sneak up on the clearing, and you can see that this appears to be a fairly recent campsite. There's an old fire that's been put out. There's tons of track marks on the ground. It reeks, and there's bones of discarded. There's like rib bones left over from a feast here. There's holes dug in the ground that smell like privies. There's huge amounts of just mud where trees have been chopped away to widen the clearing slightly. Somebody made a camp here and made a huge mess of it. And way up in that cage is a disheveled looking orc, hunkered over, swaying slightly up in the branches.
I'm gonna scale a tree that's kind of opposite to it and get maybe equal height. Again, trying to be his.
If you want if you want to be unnoticed doing that, you're gonna have to do this again in a -2, because approaching close is always a -2. Doing it while climbing a tree also difficult. If you want to get like within arm's reach, this is gonna be a -3.
No, not within arm's reach. I just want to be able to I'm trying to close.
Then
like,
just a
climb tree.
-2. If you want to climb a tree to get a closer look without being noticed, that's difficult. You did it. This orc seems to be conscious and looking around. He seems to not notice you, and he looks like he's in bad shape. He's cut up, he's bruised, he's beaten, he's wearing tatters, and he's wheezing a little bit.
This is maybe not the best place for you.
I'd rather be down on the ground.
Yeah, I can imagine. Why are you up here?
It's where my former clan liked to put their pets when they wanted to abuse them.
Pets? You don't look like a dog to me, friend.
Well, that's what they call me.
Are they going to be back anytime soon?
I think the ones that stayed behind got mauled.
I definitely saw an orc mauled by something. Not far from here. What was it?
It was a bear.
You're telling me right now that a couple orcs couldn't take a bear? Tell me what actually happened.
They were having fun. Throwing rocks and sticks. Didn't hear the bear.
And they're all gone. None of them are left.
The leader left with the group. These are stragglers.
My inside check-in.
You can. You detect no attempt at deception. He seems desperate, but also a bit resigned.
I don't mind letting you down, but there's something I need to know first. Because I've got someone on the ground who certainly is not going to like this. What clan are you?
Well, now I'm clanless.
clan were you?
The Isir clan.
Listen, I'm gonna need you to keep that between us. Because the guy down there will kill you on sight.
I was happy being clanless.
Would you rather me leave you in the tree to starve to death?
Well, you've got enough words out of me. I'd really rather have something to eat now.
Okay. I'll get you down. I'll give you some food. But I'm not joking. You do not tell him that you were an Icer orc. Lie and be believable. And I'm gonna scale down the tree and go. I would hope by this point I've seen like where it's tied off to let him down.
It's tied
Yeah.
off at the top. You got to climb back up.
God,
You can lower him down.
I'm gonna lower
It
him
won't
down
be
as
smooth, but he's suffered worse than a couple of bumps.
He'll be fine. As I'm doing it, I'm gonna tell Grunrock, it's an orc. He's not done anything. And I need for you to take a deep breath and remember that we are on a time crunch. And he might know a faster way to Lingno. He's gonna owe us. We're letting him down. I'm giving him some food. Do not start a fight.
I'm gonna stare her in the eye and look over my shoulder at Lynn on the donkey.
What clan?
He didn't say. I asked. He didn't say. I asked again, and he said he was clanless. So does it matter? We need the help.
He puts one toe out of line.
And I will cut the whole foot off.
Come on, orc.
I'm gonna roll food and water for this orc.
Sounds good. You're given sustenance by an elf. It's the best you've been treated in quite a while.
I tear into the food like it was my last meal.
This catches Lynn's attention a little bit.
Didn't catch your name.
You said it.
Friend?
Dog.
Dog is not a name. I'll give you some time to figure out a better one. We gotta get going.
Going.
Yes, we've gotta get to Lingmel. Quickly. Actually, we're trying to get the Hexen Wall. So if you know the way, I'd love for you to lead it. But for now, we gotta get to Lingmel, get some horses.
I know my way around. I can help you find a way.
And please, get us to Lingmel. As quickly as you can.
Just nod.
Okay.
After you.
We carry on.
You little shit.
He said orc, and I was like,
Okay.
All right. Back to the map here. I'm going to find a way to mark on the overlay that you are not Vergello at the moment. But in the meantime, I'll get to that in a second. Let's go ahead and keep things moving. So, it is daytime right now. So it's getting towards make camp time here. Bill, I literally rolled a random orc encounter on the encounter.
I was wondering.
I rolled like an orc war party, and I was like, oh, okay. Guess
That's
this is happening now.
hilarious.
Yeah, it was perfect. Anyway, so I'll kick us over to the exploration tab. Bill, you just tell me what action you want to take for now.
Are we in evening or are we in daytime?
Let's see. Daytime, we're on evening now.
Okay.
Should probably make camp soon. Grunrock, take a nap. Dahlia, please set up camp. Keep watch.
Okay.
Friend,
I'll
just maybe only talk to me.
I just move over to wherever the camp supplies are and start helping set up.
Okay.
So I'm gonna make camp.
You're gonna assist in making camp. I'll add a die to Dahlia.
Well, is it a survival check?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm happy to take the lead on that. If
Sure. By the way, your belongings were lying in a corner of
stolen
that clearing.
by an elf. Okay, that works. I don't have
The
a lot
teeth
anyways.
and 4 copper.
No. I have more than that.
The teeth are still back there, man. They're all yours. 4 copper? Who's shouting out random numbers? Not me.
It's really just the knife and the sleeping fur.
You're welcome to double back and get it.
No, I got it. I picked it up on the way out. She said I get a +1 because of Dahlia.
Yeah.
Let me check one other thing in the gear. I can't remember if the sleeping fur just gives me a bonus to not freezing. That's what it was. All right. Time to roll. Oh, it shouldn't say Vergello, but that I didn't use Vergello's sheet. I used dog sheet.
Was the value the correct value then?
Yes, Vergello does not have that high of a survival.
Okay. Yeah, then no camping issues. What's everybody else doing during this quarter day? Grunrock is resting so that he can keep watch. For Velas is keeping watch. I will roll to see if there is any encounter. No encounter. Evening passes uneventfully. It's nighttime. You have a comfortable camp, courtesy of Dog. Not to be confused with Ralgar the dog, who is not to be confused with Grunralk the goblin. Everybody has one person in the party that they are easily confused with.
Who am I
all right.
confused with?
Viridia.
Mic drop. I got nothing to add.
Oh, perfect.
Okay, cool. So, nighttime. I'm gonna make an encounter roll.
Oh, I can move me now. I can't move me.
No encounter. Nothing going on. Yeah, we're just kicking right off to morning. Night passes uneventfully. Let's do food and drink rolls for everybody. Whoever wants to give food and drink to Dog can double roll.
I will.
I cannot move my icon, by the way, Josh.
I know. I have no way to give you control of it because it's not a real icon, but just tell me where you
Okay.
want to go.
Okay, that's fine.
Lead the
We'll
way.
get you art for next time.
Yeah, I will lead the way. Thank you for the food.
No problems. Just help us get there.
Who's leading the way?
Me.
Friend,
I mean, me.
Gotcha. All right. Right. Let's so you're gonna try to okay, you do find the clearing in the river crossing. Let me show you where that is.
Josh muted.
There's a river ford, which I'm gonna draw on right here. Just said that to myself. And
I'm doing a great job today.
go
Here's my
ahead
daily
and make a lead the way roll. Look, sometimes
Success.
Nice job. I'll unveil the next hex.
It's this way. Across the water.
Water.
We are now in Dark Forest again. You're welcome. All right. You're entering a new hex for the first time. I'm going to roll to see if there's encounters. Something's happening.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Maybe it's another. Maybe it's the leader of these orcs, and he's also dead.
If we see him, I hope he's dead.
Oh, here we go. Your old friend.
Which one?
It happens almost imperceptibly. At first, all sounds start to die down, and the only thing that can be heard is your own small talk. Then you get the feeling that the hair on the back of your neck rises up as if the air is filled with some sort of strange energy. Finally, you see it. The crimson mist slowly flowing above the ground towards you in a spreading carpet. The blood mist. It comes from everywhere, forming a ring, trying to surround your party. The person on Keep Watch can make a scouting roll. If they succeed, everybody gets a move roll to try to avert this completely. So let's see if our Keep Watch person spots it with enough time for the party to get an escape attempt. Yes. So Velas sees it coming from enough of a distance that you don't stumble into it directly. You all get a move roll to try to escape before it closes in. So everybody in the party make a move roll to get away. I will let one person before you... I will let one person guide Lynn's mount and make the move roll on behalf of both of you.
I got it.
All right.
Sorry, boss.
It's all good. I should have said it sooner. Very nice. Very nice. And let's get a roll for dog. The lookout succeeded, and every member of the party succeeded on the move roll. You
Dahlia.
all...
Oh god, we forgot Dahlia! She's still back stuck in the mud.
She made it too.
Nah, she good. Dahlia is getting like G'd out, man. She's
Yeah.
accustomed to all this.
Yeah, the party completely escapes the pocket of blood mist before it can close in or affect your minds, and you manage to get around it, and it is localized enough that it doesn't even cost you travel time. You've just completely avoided it by everybody in the party succeeding on the roll. Good job.
Boy, that was terrifying the first time. This time it was just like, oh no, not again.
It's the first time two people failed.
I'm surprised I succeeded with a 3 move, so...
Yeah, that was good rolls. Take it when you can, because there's plenty of times it goes horribly.
Yep.
All right, cool. So that is the... that is the morning. Your morning is traversing a hex and encountering a pocket of blood mist and narrowly escaping it. We're on to daytime.
Keep going.
Keep going. Show me what direction. You're going to go southeast. Coming within 1 hex of where the whole campaign started. We've come full circle.
30.
Yeah, we've come full circle. Well, you came full circle before this. This is kind of a figure 8 in a roundabout sort of way. But yes, you've come back to where we all started. Let's get a lead the way roll into the next hex. So far, pretty good traveling. Very nice. Oh, the dice are with you tonight. It's not going to be a horrible trip through the Dankwood. This was the last unknown hex. We will need an encounter roll, so knock on wood.
It was scary at first. We got started, it's just Hank and I was like, man, this is going to be the whole night.
Hey, I got
All
it
I
on
have-
the second roll. That's better than some of the Pathfinders we've had before.
All I have is this butter knife. So I'm just waiting for something to pop out. Get out of my way. I'll butter
do-
you up.
Do you actually not have a dagger?
I only have a knife.
I will give you a dagger.
Give me one sec. Roll 20 locked up on me while I
You're
was
gonna
trying to
give
reveal.
the orc a dagger.
Yes, I am. Get over yourself. If something attacks us, you want it coming for Lynn or for Dahlia?
I thought that's why I was here.
You can't protect everyone.
As you are traveling into this next hex and making your way through the deep, dark forest, Lynn is going to turn to Grunralk. Her eyes are a little glazed over, and she's going to say, "Did you see it?"
See what?
The blood thing in the mist.
I can't say I did. I just grabbed the reins and ran.
He was inviting us. I don't know why we didn't go see him.
Listen, nothing good comes of that mist.
She turns and looks back in the direction of the forest that you came from, where the blood mist was. She looks back at you and said, "I think he just wanted to talk."
I think he just wanted to take you.
Take me where?
The place you keep looking to. If nobody's told you yet, we think that some demon is trying to drag you away. Maybe the power inside you is important to it. I don't know. But you want to be rid of it. And that's what we're trying to do. I'm afraid if we let them take you, you won't survive it.
At least I'd have a home.
There are no homes among demons. I killed 2 or 3. Trust me.
We'll leave it at that. She'll go quiet for a while. Meanwhile, something's happening. Oh yeah, I was trying to reveal and roll 20 locked up on me. Give me a sec. There we go. Revealed the next hex, and let's see where we were at with encounters. There is going to be an encounter. All right, one sec. Well, this is new. All right, give me a sec.
Story time while he gets ready. Chat, did you know that one time in a campaign that our DM Josh ran for Bill and I and another friend, he rolled a random encounter and it was a literal T-Rex? Crazy.
Good times. Good times.
There was also a land shark. But it wasn't land shark, it was like a literal land shark in the same area on a different day. It's crazy. It's like the Bermuda Triangle of terrain.
Also, thank you very much for tuning in. The sounds of birds are provided by Sirenscape, your RPG audio touchpoint. Please check them out.
That's my job.
Cyruscape.com.
As you're making your way through the forest, sorry, there we go. You hear a heavy boom, boom. Somewhere nearby, you hear the cracking of a branch being shoved out of the way, and through the dense tangle off somewhere to the left, you hear and see a hulking figure. Toil and trouble, trouble and toil. The deep guttural voice echoes across the land. You see a large, muscular ogre dragging a sack behind him. Something is kicking inside the sack, causing the ogre to bash the sack repeatedly. The movement ends. Shut up, you, I said! And he's shoving his way. And then the ogre's gonna turn and look in the direction of your party. He's about 50 feet away through the thick brush. And he's peering through the trees in your general direction.
I hide.
You've been spotted. You can hide if you want. What's everybody else do?
Do we get a chance to see it before it sees us?
You did. You're a whole party. He's gonna see your whole party traveling along. You personally can run for cover. If everybody in the party succeeds on a stealth check, then he might miss you completely.
I personally am running for cover.
Veloz runs for cover. What's everybody else doing?
Dahlia, Lynn, get down.
And I'll try and get behind a tree.
You also have a mount, so that Lynn is riding on, so she's not stealthing.
Never mind, I'm not hiding.
Sir Archibald, get down.
I don't think there's a way to hide a donkey and a parade of people.
Yeah,
Not with that attitude.
the donkey kind of breaks it.
I'm gonna like whisper at them from my hiding spot. Just go back the other direction. If he comes this way, I'll jump him.
Good enough for me. I'll try and turn the donkey back the way we came and start like not too sneakily going back into the tree line.
Who's over there? Gung, gung, gung. Show yourself. Courage sees your little donkey.
You don't see anything.
What are you on about?
We're all in your imagination.
Courage ain't stupid.
No, you're smart. That's why you're making up friends.
I got enough friends, and he holds up the sack, which is not moving.
Just looks like a bag to me. What's inside, anyway?
It's got my snack.
What'd you get for a snack?
Little human friend with a foul mouth.
Boy
You
and girl.
Stay away from my cave hole. And he
Well,
wags
where's
his
your
finger
cave
at you
hole?
warningly.
Where's your cave hole?
I ain't telling you that. Courage ain't stupid.
Well, Courage, how am I supposed to stay away from it if I don't know where it is?
It's that way, so stay away from it. He points to the northwest.
I tell you what, Courage. You put your snack down, and I'll stay away from your cave.
Is that a threat?
No, it's a suggestion.
Not
Hey,
happening.
dog,
I caught
I
him
don't like
myself.
you, but get
and he
ready for
put
a
up-
fight.
He made a lot of trouble for me. He turns and starts slowly dragging him off in the direction that he pointed towards the cave.
Coward!
He's gonna drop the sack violently on the ground and come charging at you.
You really know how to piss off big ogres.
I'm good at pissing off a lot of tall things. Dahlia, get Lynn into the trees!
And I'll draw my scimitar.
All right, initiative draws. Here we go.
I pull out My butter knife. I pull out the dagger.
He's gonna pull a big wooden club from his hip sling and come a charging. We got initiative. I'm gonna go top to bottom here. Veloc, you're going on 6. Grunrelk, you're going on 2. Dog, you're going on 10 because dogs always go on 10. And our ogre friend is going on 7.
It's
So
not even hearing it. It's still true.
Grunrelk, you're going on 2. Veloc, you're hidden.
Can I? But it's not going to get within arm's reach until its turn, right? It won't move past me until its turn.
It's still quite a ways away. It is. Let me check. 1 sec. It is currently short range away. That is 2 categories beyond arm's reach.
Okay, well then I'm going. Bill, if you'll let me, I'll trade my initiative with you, because my goal is just to stay hidden until it gets close to get sneak attack, so I don't have to roll multiple times. I'd rather it come to me.
Okay, so you want to trade with me, so it comes to you. Got it. That's fine with me.
Yeah, because then I don't have to keep rolling stealths and maybe like lose my cover.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
You're up, Grunralk.
There are no readied actions here. I'll just fall back and try and pretend I'm a little intimidated by him. But I want to make sure that I'm like Veloc is in between me and the ogre.
So you're gonna hold back.
Yeah, hold back.
Okay.
And ready weapon if that takes an action.
Okay. This is all assumed to be difficult terrain, by the way, because we're deep in Dankwood terrain here. It's gonna be difficult for everybody, including the ogre, to maneuver. So, Veloc, what are you doing on your turn? Holding, hiding?
She swapped with me at the start.
Oh, sorry. Dog's turn. What you doing?
Am I in the same zone as Veloc?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't want to change zones, but I want to I want to get closer to where it's gonna kind of stop where she's at a little bit, to where it doesn't, like, she doesn't miss it, to where it runs past her, you know. And I'm going to draw the dagger I was gifted.
Okay.
And I'm going to looking for it.
I drew for Dahlia on 5. She's going to try to lead Lynn away from the conflict in the opposite direction. But go ahead with your turn.
I'm just gonna try and taunt him, because I'm not gonna move towards
Sure.
him. I'm just gonna taunt him on my turn.
Okay. Sounds good.
Which is a performance roll.
Mm-hmm. Sure. 1 sec.
Sorry, it's done so infrequently.
Yeah, it's a performance roll. They must be in short range. You cannot taunt monsters or animals. Technically, does
a
not
monster
work against
technically.
him. Yeah.
Okay, then I will just shout taunts at him regardless, because there's not really anything else I can do.
Okay. Dahlia's leading Lynn directly away from the conflict. Lynn is staring blankly at the ogre while her mount carries her away, and the ogre is going to spend his entire turn closing the distance into arm's reach with the party. He is now... Actually, hold on. Let me make sure that he doesn't... I'm doing this wrong. I need to see if he does an action that can be done at range, and if he doesn't, then he's going to move towards you. So
I mean,
one
he was
sec.
taunted pretty heavily, both by Grunrock and then by me.
Mm-hmm.
He
sec.
wants this smoke.
About to end this man's whole career.
Ogres, here we go. Oh, sorry. You can taunt him.
Oh, I can?
He's not a monster.
Okay. I'm assuming I just roll performance.
Ogres are a kin type that are just very big.
Nothing happened.
We're gonna
Okay.
have to keep looking for monsters,
don't-
guys.
Can I push that? I mean, I guess I don't know if that's one of those melee things you can push or combat things you can push.
You can push it if you want.
I'll push it. Didn't get anything I wanted.
Nada. All right. On to... Okay, so the ogre is going to... he is going to close the gap and come charging in angrily. And now he's arm's reach to... the person that pissed him off first, which I believe is Grenrock, right? Yeah.
Danny, hello.
He's in there. He closes the distance to you and comes thundering towards you, and that's his turn. And then we're back to the top with Grenrock.
Creases
What about
Jordan's.
Hey, what
Oh,
about
yeah.
me?
I forgot Velas.
Yeah, she's 10.
Creases Jordan's Velas.
She goes after him because of
And
the
now
trade.
he's within arm's reach.
Ah, okay, go ahead.
Sneak attacking.
You have to make the difficult stealth roll for him to be unaware of you when you get into arm's reach.
He just ran within arm's reach.
He never made a scouting roll to see if he sees you. Hold on. Hold on. There's rolls that need to be made. One sec.
There's an angry little goblin that's calling him
He
stupid.
should get at least a -2 for the angry.
He gets
little
one
goblin
die.
Calling him stupid. He should get a -2 then.
Never mind, he gets one die.
With one die, -2. Oh,
It's a six.
Jesus Christ.
It still
My
doesn't.
goodness.
How does that beat my 4 successes?
Oh, she got 4 successes though.
Okay. Since he closed the gap, I'll let it sit. This is just not functioning the way that the rules... In the rules, when you stealth within arm's reach of somebody, it's supposed to be at a higher difficulty of -2 dice. But he closed the gap with you after you had succeeded from a longer distance without the penalty.
She's not
But-
moving.
Yeah, it's fine. Since you got 4 successes and he's charging angrily towards you, I'll let it stand and we'll go from there. So go ahead.
I mean, I can roll again if you want me to.
No, I'm going to let it stand and you can go ahead.
Okay, and I'll check ambush rules later because I think that there's a section on it in the rogues. I'll look.
That's what we should be doing. Is using ambush rules, not stealth
Do you want me to do that?
Ambushes, special kind of sneak attack. When you ambush someone, you roll sneak as described above with a +2 since the target is and not the attacker that is moving. Ambushes can be carried out by a group against a group of targets as follows the usual. Yeah, go ahead. Make your sneak attack. This seems like it should stand as is. Okay.
2 successes.
Okay.
And I
How
am
much
going
damage?
To, that's base 2, so 3, and I'm gonna put 2 willpower into it, so 5 damage.
Okay. He is badly injured and screaming out in pain as Velas pounces out from the brush and swings at him.
And then I'm gonna stab him again.
Okay. Using...
Fast action knife fighter.
Okay. Go ahead.
I hit him again for another 2 damage, so 7 damage total.
Okay, 1 sec.
Man, 2d8 and a total of 4d8 and no successes on the d8s.
Amy, if you keep one-shotting bosses, Josh is gonna kill us with a dragon on top of a dragon.
I know.
This is not a boss, it's an ogre. And he goes down.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Assassinated by
So-
Velas.
He drops. He's gonna like charge up the bush, and I'm gonna like leap out of it and just like.
Did
Your
you
push to
unpress
talk
your
isn't on.
Push to talk.
Your audio
Because
stopped.
you're doing
I
a
held the
dagger
shift.
gesture.
You stabbed it.
We were just complimented for being mature.
You stabby stab. It deady dead.
Yep, black smoke out of my eyes. Losing empathy, and I'm just gonna look up at Dog, look over at my friends, nod, and start walking in the direction of the body. And I'm gonna slide the dagger back into my arm.
Okay. You reach the sack. It is not moving.
Did the ogre have any obvious weapons on him?
Wooden club.
Does it look like Dog could wield it?
Um,
An ogre club.
He could, yeah.
Ooh. Is it just
He's not. You're not small sized, and it's a.
large wooden club?
Yeah, that one. And your character is capable of wielding that, so yeah.
I suggest you get something bigger than a knife.
And I'll kick the club towards him,
It's got some blood dried on it.
This doesn't change anything, though.
and I'll head after Velas.
Hmm.
I'm already checking the pockets of the guy in the sack.
You don't even know if he's dead.
You don't even know if he's got pockets. You're getting ahead of
You're
yourself.
unconscious.
As soon as I see her searching pockets, I'm turning around and going to find Dahlia.
There's
He's
no
got
pocket
some kind of
searching
pocket.
happening. All right.
We just got complimented on being mature.
Well, that was a mistake. Velas, you go to the sack. You peek at the sack, and inside is a man with some deep facial scarring, pockmarks. He is wearing dark red and ochre colored robes and wearing heavy rusty iron chains around his neck and arms.
Jesus Christ.
He is wearing the uniform of a Rust brother. He is unconscious and horribly injured.
And I knew I should have been practicing my coup de grace. Does he have anything cool on him? Or money?
Well,
A wanted poster with your face.
My different hair color. I'm growing out my blonde hair.
I'm gonna roll to determine if he has any valuables first. Please hold. Your loot is important to us.
Especially if it's worth the gold or more.
All right. What did I roll there? Okay. He's got a fine pair of black velvet gloves on. They're a little dirty, but they look valuable.
He had a fine pair of black velvet gloves.
Okay. There's also a small chance that he has a I'm going to roll a d6, and if it's a 5 or 6, then he will have some sort of plot hook attached to his belongings. That's it, just his gloves. He appears to have been disarmed and just be wearing his uniform.
Was he unconscious?
He is
Okay.
unconscious, and he is in bad condition.
I'll pull him up against a tree. Maybe like behind a bush, like a bush in a tree.
Mhm.
And then I'm going to like take a second, grab like a rock or a stick, and I'm gonna write "Fuck your god, Rust. You live because of me." I'm gonna drop the rock and get up and be like, "All right, let's get out of here."
That'll work.
Should we kill him?
He's bound to die anyway.
That's what they said
Dog.
about me.
The creepy girl turns to you and says, if she kills him, she'll go crazy. She can't really control her feelings. It's better we just move on.
Are you like her little sister or something?
Sensitive
No.
subject.
I'm not her sister. Do I look... She's an elf. Ugh. She's just going to turn around on her mount and face the other way. Dahlia is going to make eye contact with you and just be like...
I just like do a couple of test swings with the club.
Okay.
All right, let's keep going.
Does
Alright.
he look like he needs to be stabilized? Is that a thing in this game? Or like, is he like die? Is he like going to bleed out and die?
He does not have the sort of critical injuries that are on a timer to kill him. He does have the sort of critical injuries that will make his stats hopelessly bad while he tries to get to some place from here.
So we should try and kill him.
He has like a broken ankle and a bruised head and a lot of blood loss, and he looks pale and fatigued.
Human.
Human.
I'm gonna try and work up the empathy.
Middle-aged
to
human.
Just swing at his head, finish him off with the club.
Fail an empathy roll. If you succeed on the empathy roll, you feel too bad and you have to walk away and let him live. If you succeed, you do the ruthless thing and put him out of his... Or if you fail. That is a failed empathy roll. So, one sec.
That's the first time I think we've done a coup de grace, haven't we? Or
Is
did-
Coup de Grace not a general talent? I can't find it.
Well, I feel like there is a talent you can get that makes it to where it's easier to do them. Otherwise, you have to do the roll and fail it. I thought.
Yeah, I just saw the talent was Coup de Grace.
Oh, that's the name of the talent. Yeah.
I don't see it in the general talents though.
I think that's
Is
it
it-
for
the
D&D.
talent's
I
not
think
coup
it's
de
in
grace. The
here.
talent is called
Elric
something else.
says it's called
Cold-blooded.
cold-blooded.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks, Elric.
Thank you.
Any intelligent being with wits, if you want to kill them outright while they are helpless, you must fail an empathy roll. Even if the roll fails, you must spend a willpower point and suffer a point of damage to your empathy in order to follow through.
That's what it was. I don't have any willpower.
You're too tired to deal with this. You're like, I'm just going to walk away and let this guy go.
I just do a swing and it just aims like it hits like right above the head.
You hit the tree that he's leaned up
Yeah.
against and wood splinters come off and you're like, it's not worth it. Been through too much.
Let him live. We'll go to Ling Mill. That sentence will piss him off anyway.
Let's do it.
All right, moving on.
Moving on up. Yo, I'm just gonna put this right out there. I've gotten more gear as this new character faster than any of us did individually when we started.
Well, we've all got stuff, so you can just like learn at like an immense curve.
Yeah, I'm just getting carried through all the hard fights, earning XP.
Listen, an orc with a club makes sense. I know I'm all like, ugh, kill all orcs as Grunrock, but orcs are cool.
Grunrock's the racist one. I'm not racist. I'm not racist. My character's racist.
Yeah, I was trying to fix the overlay,
Don't
but
clip
I
it.
don't have an easy way to do it. All right. Ignore the chaos happening on the overlay, and we will now continue on. So that was our encounter. What time of day was it?
Day.
Yes, day. And now it is evening. What you doing
Set
in
up
the
camp
evening
again.
time? Set up camp?
Okay.
I will make camp. I will do my best to make sure everyone sleeps comfortably.
Dahlia will assist. All right, dog. You succeed in making camp. Let's see if there's an encounter. No encounter. Evening passes uneventfully. Nighttime.
Nighttime. I will sleep in the night.
I keep watch.
All right, Grunrock. No encounter. Night passes
Ooh.
uneventfully. Food and water rolls in the morning. All right. And morning. What does everybody do in the morning?
We need to keep moving.
I'll lead the way.
Okay, you're still traveling at the slow pace, but we don't have the high chance of encounter rolls that we have in unexplored hexes.
Gunrock, will you keep watch? I'm gonna try and learn a talent.
You got it.
All right. Let's do it. What direction are you going on the map?
No, sorry, I rolled.
It's all right. Tell me what direction.
Northeast to the ant procession.
That
Southeast.
is southeast.
Oh, sorry. I thought we were at. I saw the red icon of.
Yeah, you were looking at the helm.
Yeah.
All right, southeast, and there is a lead the way mishap.
Is 10 bad? 10's bad, right? Or 55. 55's
I don't
bad.
remember. 55. I don't remember if it's high or low numbers that are bad. All the
Honestly,
numbers.
I never know. They make
Mosquito
no sense.
swarm. A large swarm of mosquitoes or gnats is attacking you, driving you crazy with their incessant biting and buzzing. They attack with 4 base dice, causing damage to empathy.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
shit.
Here is the roll on. I'll roll separately on everybody to see how you are affected. First roll is on. I'll put your names on. First one will be Bill.
That was nerve wracking.
Dog. How much empathy do you have?
Remaining?
Yeah.
1.
Okay,
Oh,
so
shit.
nobody suffered an empathy break. You just have a really bad time traveling, and dog is gonna be de-emped. All right, that could have been a crisis just by pushing one of these emotionally torqued individuals over the edge. But nobody snapped. Everybody just feels like crap, and we get to forge ahead. Many close calls tonight, nothing critical. All right. Was that a
Damn
ping
things
to
make
the...
me so itchy.
Are we going north or
Actually,
south
from
here?
mine, maybe southeast.
Southeast.
All right, south it is. I'm not going to swap back to the exploration tab. You go ahead and do your lead the way roll.
Just do lead the way. Okay.
Yeah.
Is this another quarter day?
Yes.
Yeah, we're in daytime now.
No encounter, no mishap. You navigate successfully. What's Velas rolling for?
Cold-blooded, thinking real depressing thoughts.
You're spending experience on roll-blooded talent and learning it?
Yes, and if I'm correct, it's like 5 for each rank, right?
It's for each rank
don't
of
remember.
a talent, it's 3. For a
Okay, so
skill,
it'll
it's 5.
cost-
It'll cost you 3 for level 1, 6 for level 2, and then 9 for level 3.
So 3 plus 6 plus 9.
Correct.
I now have all 3 ranks in cold-blooded.
Let's go back and kill that guy.
It's evening now.
Negative. It's sleep time now. We're not
So-
going back to kill some Rust brother.
Just to be clear, Velas is spending the entire time you're traveling here thinking about how she wishes she murdered that guy in cold blood. And why am I so weak? Why can't I just do it? It would be so easy. And by the end of the day, she's talked herself into being more capable next time.
We all turn the corner. She's putting like dark eyeliner on.
This is the second time I've needed to be able to coup de grace someone and couldn't.
She's
Never
putting on
again.
eyeliner and going, guys, I could totally kill somebody in cold blood next time we need it.
The town is just 1 hex away now, right?
It is. So we're into evening time, which is a dark... it's dark, so if you want to lead the way into town during the evening and not have to camp, you'll have to take a -1 die on the lead the way roll. Because
I'm
you'll be
open for it if
traveling
you guys
partly in
want
the
to.
dark. It's up to you
I'm-
whether you want to risk that or not.
I'm open to it.
Press on to try to get there after dark.
Yeah.
All right, let's get our lead the way roll then.
One success.
Still got it. All right. You're going to make your way into Lingmel after dark.
A
I'm
goblin,
fine.
an orc, an elf, and a demon walk into a bar. The maid buys 7 drinks and asks what we're having.
And the bartender, whose name is... Anybody remember?
No.
I completely
I've never-
forgot,
I bet
and I don't
Dolly
think I
does.
took a note on this guy.
Yeah. I've never been here before.
The mosquitoes!
The barkeep is named Lilac.
Oh, that's right. Because I made the joke about all the people in this game being named after flowers.
Yep. All right. You make your way into Lingmel. This is as a recap. This is the hometown where we started the campaign. Well, we started the campaign outside of it, but this is the hometown of several of the party characters. This is a half-elf settlement on the banks of the Mellowater River. It is a trade settlement. It is also known as Greenstop, after the green moss that grows up the tall slanted roofs on the sides of the buildings, all on the sides of the river. It is quaint. It is peaceful. And it is a place of some respite, relatively speaking. It is a place that is welcoming of all different kin types. It is the home of Vergello's parents, and it is where you stabled your horses. Your fine, thoroughbred Galdane war horses that you acquired in Amber's Peak have been here since... It's probably been several weeks since you were here. Because the last time you left here, you...
We went to the Vale of the Dead with Ralgar and haven't
You
come
went to
back since. I don't think.
You
Yeah.
bypassed this after the Vale of the Dead, yeah. So you set off for the Vale of the Dead, telling Vergello's parents, "See you later, we're going to go to the Vale of the Dead," and then you didn't come back for weeks.
And we didn't come back without Vergello.
And you
Yeah,
show
and
up
now we're
without
coming back
Vergello.
Without Vergello. It's like,
Vergello's
thanks for
parents are
watching
gonna
the
be-
horses.
Vergello's parents are just going to be sick. But all is well in Lingmel. The guards are still going to walk up to you. It's not a heavily fortified town, but it does have a low fence and a couple of watch posts running around its perimeter. And the guards are going to approach you and say, "State your business," because you are an orc, a demon. Well, an orc, a creepy girl, a goblin, and
And Lynn.
the famous Velas and Lynn.
The famous Velas. Oh God. At least I'm
I say
I'm not
famous.
infamous.
They know who you are.
Hello. Good to see you guys. It's been a couple weeks. We're just, coming in to stop in for the night, see Vergello's parents.
Oh, it's you. All right, go on. Who are your friends?
I mean, you've met Grunrock and Dahlia.
Hello, I'm back.
The loud one. I remember now.
Right.
All
we're
right,
just
be
gonna
on your
slide
way.
in.
The Roaring Goblet is the main inn in town. There's also Vergello's parents' house, which is a little moss-covered edifice on the side of the river.
So Vergello's parents' house is free, but we did say we were going to the Vale of the Dead, disappeared for weeks, and did not come back with Vergello. It feels like maybe not the best choice.
I mean, you seem great talking with people. You could probably just explain to them that their son died.
Did we?
No, he's not dead. Vergello's not
Oh.
actually dead. He's with the dwarves.
No.
Somehow it's probably more believable that he's dead.
Across
Did
the
we
clearing, you
the
see
horse?
Dahlia disappearing behind the swinging doors of the Roaring Goblet.
Yeah, let's just get a room there. It'll make life simpler.
There's a flash of music and lights and things as it opens, and then it swings shut behind her. She's just gone.
Does Lynn go in with her?
No, Lynn is still outside with all of you.
I need to buy some food.
I'll
Yeah,
help
buddy.
guide Lynn into the Roaring Goblet and find her a seat at a table where no one
She's
else
facing.
is. Not like
I
a
was gonna say-
common table.
Is she like you rotate the chair in the direction she wants to face?
100%.
All right,
We
so
can just go get a room and let her lay down.
I gotta put her somewhere where I could buy a room first. It's
I'll go-
It's a two-step program. Where did we even stable the horses? Are they with Vergello's parents, or is there a stable that we put them in? Does anybody remember?
there is a stable in town that you put them in, and Vergello's parents are responsible for their keeping.
Perfect. So we'll just check in with them in the morning. It's like the only bad news comes really late at night. Let's just go get a private room for Lynn. And I am going to go admire that board with all the pictures on it. And I'm gonna walk up to the wanted board.
I'm gonna go get a room for Lynn and Dahlia to stay in. I assume the rest of us will probably end up staying in the common area, while she removes her own wanted poster.
Is there
Yeah.
one there? Do I have a wanted poster?
You did last time you were in town, right?
I did in the B town. I don't think I had one here.
You didn't have one here. You checked.
I mean, I might
one here.
now. I haven't been here since I refused to give the crown to the elves. I might have one here.
You're
you have
100% gonna have one here. Yeah, there's a wanted poster on the wall for you.
Frickin', I'm gonna rip it down. Did they get my ears right this time?
They have you with even more eyeliner than you actually have. They made you look.
Ridiculous.
They made you look real creepy emo.
My one victory in this terrible picture, I say as I sit down next to Grunrock, is that this is so bad, it doesn't even look like me. I don't wear this much eyeliner. And these ears, they're way too crooked.
Lilac is going to come up to the table and say, "Hello, Velas. The rest of you. You may want to pull your hood up before those bounty hunters over there notice you."
This is so unfortunate. How long has my poster been up here? I thought that, like, we were good.
They said you were guilty of high crimes and treason against the Elven Kingdom, and that you stole some sort of priceless artifact. And
That's only a slight exaggeration. We didn't actually commit any crimes, and we didn't steal anything.
I was given this crown.
Given this rock. What are you
This
talking
crown?
about?
You have it with you?
Of course not, Lilac. It was a joke. Has it been so long that you've forgotten my sense of humor?
Lilac is not amused. She's just going to set down drinks and walk away and avoid eye contact.
I'm gonna. How much?
She's
how much
sitting
money
behind the bar,
is-
just like nervously tapping something, trying to act like everything's normal,
How much am I worth?
waiting for the
How
whole
much
thing to
money
blow up.
is the private room and the common sleep? I don't remember.
The common sleep.
It uses standard in prices from the book.
Okay, I can try and dig that up.
I couldn't find how much food costs. I was trying to look. The lodging at the dormitory is 2 copper. A separate room is 5 copper.
I'll pay for a separate room for Dahlia and Lynn, and then one for myself.
I'm gonna get a common dorm for 2 copper then.
Do you have money, friend?
Sorry, I didn't know you were talking to me.
Yeah, copper. Well, you haven't given me
yeah.
a name yet.
Dog is my name.
Told you I wasn't gonna call you dog. So either respond to friend or give me something else to work with.
I have 2 copper. I will get a room.
Phenomenal. I have a DM question when you're ready, Josh.
Yeah, go ahead.
Does this picture, wanted poster of me, have long hair? Or surely it's not short yet because I've cut my hair, but I did it on the way to the dwarven thing?
It has long hair.
Perfect.
They've got a shiny 2 gold pieces on your head.
Oh, 2 gold's nothing. I'm almost offended they would get my picture this wrong and then only offer 2 gold. What the heck?
All right. The barkeep is going to bring you your drinks back, Lilac, and as she leans in, she says, "Velas, you should know. The Red Runners are looking for you, and so are the nobility of Mistwall. Kalman Rodenfell asked the last time he was here if I saw any sign of you coming through town, to let him know and not to tell the other Red Runners in town. I think he's looking out for you.
Probably, he usually does. Thank you, Lilac, for looking out for me as well. Truly very kind.
She slides you the drink.
I'm gonna slide her 5 silver.
Okay. She thanks you kindly. Takes it. That's a huge tip. So she is like pumped.
I mean, I figured, but like, I appreciate her not turning me over to bounty hunters.
Mm-hmm.
You said it was the Red Runners and the nobility of Mistwall?
Yeah. The Red Runners are a far-reaching organization with highly trained warriors at their disposal.
Wow.
And as a reminder, Kalman Rodenfell is a commander in there.
Right,
He's
leader.
the leader of the Red Runners. So, for him to be giving orders that conflict with the mission of the Red Runners means there must be some political pressure on the situation. Otherwise, he would just command them to do what he wants.
Phenomenal. Love it. Love it. Love it. How many people groups does this put us at, Gernrock? Red Runners, Nobility of Mistwall, the people at Amber's Peak, those crocodile people.
Don't forget that Vergello guy's parents. They're still not going to be happy.
Yeah, but they're not actively trying to kill me. Right,
They haven't
Gernrock?
told them their kid's dead yet.
He's not dead!
And you're kind of protesting a lot.
I'm
Kind of
thinking it's a
assumed.
solid at least 3. I'm not very good with numbers.
This is not great. This is worse than having my wanted poster up everywhere. This is not great.
Oh yeah, don't forget Zertorm.
I counted Zertorm. Are you counting him separately from the people of Amber's Peak?
He rides a giant dragon. Yes, I'm counting him separately.
You guys stay here. I'm gonna go talk to Vergello's parents. So they can maybe get the horses and we can get out at first light. I'm thinking maybe walking around the city is not a great look for me right now, so I'm gonna do it in the dark.
You need some backup?
Probably not bad, because I know that you and I tend to blend into the darkness. Friend, do you blend into the darkness?
Nope.
Cool, then you stay here, go to sleep if you want to, have a drink if you want to. Settle up the bill later as long as you don't go nuts. We'll be back. Probably for the best you're not coming for this conversation, to be honest.
And don't lose that stick.
I'll hold up the club and like,
I'm gonna slip out into the darkness and stealth my way to Vergello's parents' house.
I'm going with her.
Okay. They'll be asleep when you arrive. The house is unguarded. No one's going to accost you on the way. Vergello's parents will wake up, and they have not been role-played in the past, and I'm going to narrate this, but they are concerned about, as soon as they see you, the mother goes ghost white. And Vergello's parents, one of them is human and the other is elf, and
yeah,
one of them is
mom's
your
an elf.
Mom's an elf.
Mom's an elf.
And your father's
Yeah.
very, very old.
Yeah.
So mom's gonna answer the door, and she goes white as a sheet when she comes up and sees you.
It's not what you think. He's okay. He's with some dwarves. Can we come in though? I'm not sure if you've seen my poster around town.
She'll invite you in and usher you quickly and then close the door behind you while looking around, kind of paranoid.
To be completely honest, he's probably much safer with the dwarves than he would be with us.
That's the understatement of the century. And then we'll just give her like a really, I don't know. I'll try and make it as brief as possible of everything that has happened. I won't say what we recovered from Veil of the Dead. I'll just say it is an important elven artifact that I wasn't exactly keen to give back on the off chance it got stolen again. I'm not sure if she will pick up what I'm talking about or not.
And I will immediately dive into the possessed child and the urgency of which we need to get her to the Witches of Hexenwald as an attempt to lead her in a completely different direction from the potential dangerous artifact in our backpacks.
So that's why we really need the horses.
So much so that we bothered you in the middle of the night.
The horses
I
are
knew
still
that.
safe in the stable. We've been paying for them and caring for them ever since you left, but it's all right. It's not that much, and we can manage. But you should know, Red Runners have been stopping by regularly. They're watching the town and they're watching this place, and they've asked us a lot of questions. They asked us where you were going. They asked us if you mentioned something about a crown. They wanted to know where you were and if you left anything behind. And I had to tell them about the horses, so they know about the horses. And they asked they asked if you were carrying anything with you the last time you were here. They asked about a scepter. I don't know what they were talking about, but they asked if you had one. I told them the truth, which is that I knew very little. I didn't tell them the full truth, which was that I knew you were going to the Vale of the Dead. How is Vergello? Tell me truthfully. Is he well?
Truthfully, he was a bit emotionally distraught. Travel and actually the constant threat of our lives is maybe not exactly what he signed on for. But he's a good friend and he stayed with us a long time. And now we have the promise of a stronghold. And so he's with the dwarves to make the best of it. And we're going to reunite with him soon. Hopefully.
He said it was all getting to be a little much for him. That he needed a break. And we weren't going to stop him.
Well, I think it's best if you all took your horses and go in the morning.
Do you think that we'll be safe till morning?
I don't know.
Is there any way to get the horses out in the night?
Well, the stable master. I mean, the standard way to get the horses out would be to talk to the stable master. He's
Where
going
does
to
he
have
live?
them locked up at night to keep anyone from stealing them.
As well, he should.
We'll just go at first light.
You don't need to ask her where the stables are. You know this town.
We all need a good night's sleep anyway.
I don't think we have that kind of time, Grunrock. I told the guards knew who I am. The Red Runners are watching this place. They're coming back and forth. Think it's a good idea to just stay here?
I'm not quite sure we have another choice. What are we going to do? Steal our own horses back?
Wake up the stable master and get them.
Damn it. Fine.
I'm gonna stand up. I'm gonna grab Vergello's mom's hand and just kind of like kiss her fingers. Hopefully, I can send Vergello this way soon. I don't think coming with Vergello's a great idea for anyone anymore.
She doesn't let you kiss her hand. She's giving you a super judgmental look.
That's super rude. But I'm out the door.
You've not been
I'm
a good
gonna-
influence on her, son.
I'm gonna awkwardly
she's
stand
very
there for a
concerned.
moment. I'm gonna awkwardly stand there for a moment and bow. Out of nowhere, just bow. And when I do, I'm gonna set 3 silver on the table and then run out of the house.
Okay. She watches you go with folded arms.
We stealth our way to the stables.
All right. Give me a stealth roll each.
Josh, during all of this, I'm just gonna buy some food for the road.
Sure. Nobody in town knows you, so you can shop nearby.
I just don't know how much it'll cost. So
Both in
whenever
the tavern. It's standard prices from the book. I can look it up if. But I'm gonna
I
keep
wasn't
going
sure where to
stealth.
look. Yeah.
All right.
2 successes.
You both successfully make it to the stables. You can glimpse inside and see that your horse is in there, but there are locks. Specifically, there's a chained and locked gate leading into the main corridor of the stables. You could climb in via a whole bunch of different ways, but you won't be able to get any horses out without opening the main lock.
Can I use a lockpick to try and pick the lock?
Yeah.
Sleight of hand?
Yeah.
I thought the plan was to wake him up.
Josh, did you see the Elric says there's lag in the stream.
Yeah, that was a little while ago.
I just
I'm
checked,
recording
it doesn't
locally
lag.
so that if anything gets lost, we can restore it in the edit. But yeah, I don't know anything I can
Okay.
change. It might have just been a network blip.
No worries.
All right. So,
I'll be right back. I gotta run to the bathroom.
okay. I'm checking the lockpick situation. One sec.
I don't think I've tried to use my lock